I'm saying, what kind of deal is today?
Hello everyone, welcome back to another book video. I am so excited to bring you guys my October TBR. It's autumn, my favorite season right now. If you guys like these book videos, please give this video a thumbs up as it lets me know that you guys enjoy these book talks, and make sure to subscribe as well if you haven't. So let's just get into my October TBR. It is a very ambitious TBR, so let's get started. For October, I'd really love to incorporate, thrillers, mysteries, spooky books into my TBR. It's not just all romance. I do have to give you guys a heads up, but obviously I will have some dark romances in there, of course. So first up, we've got a thriller. So I actually got this book recently from W.H. Smith. I saw it was buy one get one free, and it is called The Night She Disappeared by Lisa Joelle. I absolutely loved Lisa Joelle's The Family Upstairs. Like, I was obsessed with that thriller. Like, I loved it so much. That book needs to be made into a movie. Because of that, I saw this and I was like, you know what, I think I heard this going around the book community for a little bit, so I was like, I'll pick it up, and I hope it doesn't disappoint. It says insane suspense. It says her best thriller yet. So we shall see. It's basically about, oh my god, this is actually so good. So teenage mom Tallulah heads out on a date, leaving her baby son at home with her mother Kim. At 4:30 a.m, Kim awakens to discover that Tallulah has not come home. Okay, so the mother discovers she has not come home. Friends tell her that Tallulah was last seen heading to a pool party at a house in the woods nearby called Dark Place. Okay, Tallulah never returns. Summer 2018, walking in the woods behind the school where her boyfriend has started teaching, Sophie sees a sign nailed to a fence, a sign that says dig here. God, is it going to be Tallulah's body? I've got to read this to find out, but it is a bit of a chunky one. But the font, the font is alright. It's not even that big. But you know what? I'm really excited to read it. Oh my god, there is a sequel to. That's actually crazy. There's a sequel coming out to The Family Upstairs. Oh my god, it's called The Family Remains, coming in July 2022. Wait, what? Is it already out then? Turn over for a sneak peek. I'm joking. I'll read this first before I get ahead of myself. So that's one. I do have a couple of books in my physical TBR, but then other ones I'll probably read on my Kindle. So up next, I had to include a dark romance in this. I want to read The Brit. This is by Jodie Ellen Marpus. Just that cover, it's just everything. It feels so nice as well. This is about a girl called Rose Cassidy. She was taken as collateral by the notorious Danny Black in a deadly game of power. She's thrown by the deep fear she feels rising within her. Worse than fear, a profound desire. So I'm thinking it's like an enemies to lovers kind of situation. Yeah, but she must fight their twisted attraction or risk losing the one thing she survives for. Ooh, so it's kind of like forbidden love kind of thing, because he knows he can't be with her, but then he's like fancies her. So it says he has to remind himself that she's bait, a solution to a problem, yet she evokes powerful feelings in Danny, and feelings are risky when you're wanted dead by endless enemies. The most dangerous game is about to be played, but can either of them win? That sounds good. That sounds like a good read. So I'm excited about this. Up next, we have a thriller that I've heard endless things about. People say it's so good. Yeah, it's just a good thriller, and I thought this would be the perfect month to pick it up for. This is The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. The cover looks amazing as well. I love this cover. It's given me very much like, Clues. I think this is like a murder mystery kind of book, like that one about the train. Was that Oriental Express? Is that the one? Those kind of films, it's that kind of Agatha Christie kind of vibes. That's what I'm envisioning for this book. Evelyn Hardcastle will be murdered at 11 p.m. There are 8 days and 8 witnesses for you to inhabit. We will only let you escape once you tell us the name of the killer. Understood? Then let's begin. Like, it's very much like I can't wait to unravel this. I really can't. Evelyn Hardcastle will die every day until Aidan Bishop can identify her killer and break the cycle. But every time the day begins again, Aidan wakes up in the body of a different guest, and some of his hosts are more helpful than others. Yeah, that's also another thing. I heard that it's kind of like an endless cycle, like an endless loop. He keeps waking up in his like a different body, and I guess seeing the day through their perspective, because like I don't know, like what do they get up to, and then finally finding out who the killer is, hopefully. I don't know, but I got this at a charity shop. I got it for really cheap. I think it was only like £1 or something. What? There's an actual note inside. There's an actual note inside, and it says, I don't know if this is going to be a spoiler.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Well, I've seen it now, but it says Daniel brother murdered. Is that just someone trying to make notes of what happens? Like, is that so, that's so funny that they were like trying to keep up with it. Oh, there we go. Daniel brothers murdered. Maybe someone was like trying to keep up, you know, with what's going on. And it is kind of like a scavenger hunt though, isn't it? Like trying to put the pieces together. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one. This one's been on my TBR for ages. So the next book that I have here is Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. So with this one, I've actually just got to finish it. I think I'm like just at the beginning, but this is basically an enemies to lover, a mafia, an arranged marriage for the betterment of their families, you know, their mafia families. So it's been good, but it's just taken me a little while to finish, so I need to get back into this because I've been picking up other books as well. I've just been mood reading, so I need to put this back on my TBR. Okay, so all the other books I have are going to be on Kindle. Okay, so the next book I'm probably most excited about for this month because it's highly anticipated and I'm just so excited to read this book. I've fallen off of the series for some odd reason, but it is Devil's Night series by Penelope Douglas, and I am on book 3, which is Kill Switch. And you know what it is with me? The problem is I started this series a while ago. The reason why I haven't started book 3 is because I know that I'm highly anticipating this book. It's Damon's point of view, and if you've read the series, you know what I'm talking about. Like the first and second book, like Damon is a whole character, so it's like I'm like nervous, but at the same time I'm scared. At the same time I'm really excited because of the fact that I know that this book is the highest rated on Goodreads as well. I believe so. And anyone who I talk to who's read the Devil's Night series always says that Damon's book is their favorite book, you know. So it's like, it's one of them ones where I don't want to get disappointed. I love the series so far. We shall see how I get on with this, but this is definitely a must read for October. So this is Winter and Damon's point of view. So it says here, sending him to prison was the worst thing I could have done. It didn't matter that he did the crime or that I wished he was dead. Perhaps I thought I'd oh my god, I can't wait to find out. Okay, perhaps I thought I'd have time to disappear before we got out, or he'd cool off in jail and be anything but the horror he was. No, if you know Damon at all, you know he can hold a grudge. You know, he doesn't let shit go. But I was wrong, of course. 3 years came and went too fast, and now he's anything but calm. Prison only gave him time to plan. And while I anticipated his vengeance, I didn't expect this. He doesn't want to make me hurt. He wants to make everything hurt. Oh my god. Then you've got Damon's POV there saying, first things first, get rid of her daddy. He's gonna come for her. You know, hide your kids, hide your daughters, hide your mother. It's literally that. He's gonna come for her mum, come for her dad, come for her entire family. If we thought what Michael did was worse, girl, let's see what happens in Kill Switch. I think this would be sort of like an enemies to lovers, you know, possibly friends to lovers because they knew each other beforehand, but who knows. I'm really excited to read this, and the fact that it's just like the villain story, I don't know, sometimes it's like hit or miss for me. Like I always loved a villainous character, but at the same time it's like it has to be done in a certain way. He has to be justified. He has to be like, you know what I mean, some sort of resolution at the end. So let's see what happens. I will let you guys know how I get on with that one. The next book I have to finish. If I don't finish this book in October, I give you guys permission to troll me. No word of a lie. I have to finish this book because this has gone on for too long now. Way too long. Like, especially since all the books are already out. Like, what am I waiting for? This is After Ever Happy. Listen, this book, yeah, while filming this, October's already started. I've started the audiobook. Let me see how far I am. Okay, I've got 8 hours and 26 minutes left, but that's me listening to it on like 2.8, 2.5, like, you know what I mean? Very, very fast. It'll probably be double that if it was on 1, you know? But yeah, I've got a long way to go. I'm just, I don't know, I'm actually kind of little bit, when I'm in it, but then at the same time the thought of it is just like getting into it, it's just like, oh, I'm over Harden and Tessa's storyline. I think I'm over it. I really am. I will let you guys know if I finish it, but I have to finish it because I want to watch the film and I've been holding back. I'm sure everyone at this point knows about the After series. it is a very toxic relationship. That's all I'll say. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I don't think I need to say much on that. My ideal TBR would have like, you know, different genres in it, like really be exciting to me, because if I have all just fluffy romance books like all in one, it's not going to make me motivated to read. So I think mixing it up and also having different lengths of books, like some novellas in there. So I'm gonna share some novellas that I really want to get through, because if I am sort of feeling in a slump, or for whatever reason not up for reading that day, I could just pick up a novella and it could, like, you know, bring back the spark and make me want to read again. The next book that I'm going to mention is the part of the One Night series, and I've already read book 1, Games We Play, and book 2 is what I'm gonna read, Secrets We Hunt. I really enjoyed book 1. It literally was so quick to get through. Like, I read it in one sitting, like one night. It was spicy, y'all. It was spicy. So I'm sure book 2 is not going to be any different. This book is about Zoe and Wes. Just from reading the description, what I gather from it is that he goes to his best friend's wedding and she's there. So they've got sparks flaring between them, but Zoe left for a reason and she's worked hard all these years to keep it from Wes. Yeah, Zoe runs and Wes chases, his primal instincts kicking into overdrive. He knows she's keeping secrets and he's determined to hunt them down. So Secrets We Hunt. That's where the title comes in. Very cool. The Kindle edition is only 89 pages, so I'm sure I can definitely get through that in one night. Like, it's probably going to be a very quick read for me, so I just thought I'd add that in there. So the next book is a really exciting one because it is a horror novella. I love a good novella, and especially if it's horror, like, you know what I mean. So this is called Crossroads. This is about a woman, Chris, and her son dies in a tragic car accident. She's extremely devastated. She's going through it in life, and one day a small cut on her finger changes everything. A drop of blood falls from Chris's hand onto her son's roadside memorial, and later that night, Chris thinks she sees his ghost outside her window. Girl! Only, is it really her son's ghost, or is it something else, something evil? So I'm very much getting paranormal, supernatural, ghost, obviously, very spooky. I don't think I've read anything like this, to be honest. I'm excited. It's only 110 pages. Yeah, I think this is another one that I could get through quickly. Also, I've been seeing this book everywhere these days. Like, I've been seeing it, I think it's on like a lot of people's TBR for the spooky season. So the next book that I'm going to mention is going to be, you know, an honorable mention. Like, if I can get to it, I'll get to it. It's not a must on my TBR, but I saw this on Goodreads and I was like, that sounds really interesting. This one is called The Girl Upstairs by Georgina Lees. I just thought the cover was really cool. The opening of this is what like hooked me with this. So it says, how well do you know your neighbor? Would you trust them with your life? I heard Emily before I saw her. The harsh smack of heels against cheap wooden floorboards. The loud phone calls, the incessant music. I knew Emily before I met her. That is a bit creepy though, you know what I mean? I knew Emily before I met her, okay? So, discarded receipts in our communal hallway. Sticky leftovers in the shared food waste bin. It doesn't really sound like a great, you know, neighbour. Wine shop vouchers in the letterbox. Now she's gone missing. And I'm the only one who can find her. The only one who can save her. Because I know her best and I heard everything. I think this girl is a bit delusional. Like, just because you've seen a couple of receipts and a couple of letters with her name on it, doesn't mean you're like, you know her best. Like, do you know what I mean? But anyway, The Girl Upstairs is a spine-tingling psychological thriller of grief and obsession that explores how lonely London can be and how sometimes it's our neighbours who see us most, who know us best. Okay, a must read for fans of Lisa Joelle and Sarah Pinborough. So obviously, I'm a Lisa Joelle fan over here. It's a psychological thriller. It gives me the vibe of Gone Girl, you know, The Family Upstairs, like that kind of vibe, The Girl on the Train. I'm really interested and intrigued to see where the story is gonna go. I think I'm gonna end it there, guys, because I've currently got about 10 books on this TBR. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do want to see more book related videos, remember to give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel as it helps me out a lot. I do also have a Bookstagram account if you want to go and check that out. But other than that, I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.